Thinking back to last video, some substances move into and out of cells by diffusion. We're going to focus on surface area to volume ratio. Here we have a prokaryotic cell. Remember, they are a simple cell that do not contain a nucleus. They have a huge surface area for their volume. We call it a large surface area to volume ratio. Because of this large surface area to volume ratio, all the oxygen they need can just simply diffuse in fast enough through its membrane. You may be asked to work out surface area to volume ratio. Here we have a cube. To work out the surface area of the cube, you first need to work out the surface area of each of the sides. To work out the surface area of each side, you simply multiply the length and the width. So 2 times 2 is 4 centimeters squared for each side. There are 6 sides, so we multiply this answer by 6, leaving us 24 centimeters squared. You then need to work out the volume. To work out the volume, you do length times width times height. 2 times 2 times 2 equals 8. You are then going to put these into the surface area to volume ratio. Surface area going first, so 24, then volume next, so 8. You then need to simplify this by dividing by the smallest number. So you get 3 to 1. There is 3 centimeters squared of surface to every 1 centimeters cube of volume. Here I'm drawing 3 different cubes, each getting slightly bigger as we go up, and you can see each of their surface area to volume ratios there. The first one has the largest surface area to volume ratio, even though it is the smallest cube. As organisms get larger, their surface area to volume ratio decreases. Returning to our prokaryote, these organisms have large enough surface area to volume ratio to just diffuse everything it needs through their membrane. Imagine a human trying to do that. Our surface area to volume ratio is far too small. We cannot just sit there and absorb oxygen into our bodies efficiently. Because of this, we need specialised exchange surfaces that are adapted for quick exchange. We are going to look at some of these now. The first is our lungs. The job of the lungs is to transfer oxygen to the blood and to remove waste carbon dioxide. The lungs are adapted to make this diffusion of oxygen and carbon dioxide quicker. The lungs contain millions of alveoli, which massively increase their surface area. This means that diffusion happens quicker. The arrow is pointing to the alveoli. The alveoli also have very thin walls. This means the oxygen has less distance to travel. They also have a very good blood supply. This keeps a low concentration of oxygen around the lungs. The second is inside our small intestines, as being drawn here. At the small intestine, food molecules diffuse into the blood. Just like the lungs, these are adapted to make this diffusion much more efficient. Number 1, they have villi, which give them a much larger surface area. 2, they also have very thin walls, meaning the molecules have less distance to travel. And 3, they also have a good blood supply, keeping a low concentration of molecules around the small intestines. This is important, so diffusion can happen quicker. We are now going to look at gills, which are here. The gills are also adapted for gas exchange for fish. Just like the lungs, these are adapted to make this diffusion much more efficient. Each gill is made up of gill filaments and lamellae, which give a large surface area to volume ratio. The lamellae have very thin walls. This means the oxygen and carbon dioxide travels much quicker. They also have a good blood supply, keeping a low concentration of molecules around the gills. You have now learnt about surface area to volume ratio, how to work this out, and examples of efficient gas exchange in animals. You will find a summary of this information below. Make sure you test yourself using the quiz on reviseitright.com. Why are we the best revision website out there? Well, because we have it all in one place. Revision notes, summary videos, longer, more detailed videos for topics you're struggling on, exam question walkthrough videos where qualified teachers take you through the perfect answers to exam questions, worksheets, quizzes, computer marked exam questions, interactive flashcards, forums, the ability to keep track on where you are using our tick list, and so much more. But that's not all. We run at least 3 live lessons a week, and closer to exam time, this will be more, where you can tune into a qualified teacher teaching lots of different topics each week. The lessons will be interactive, and we go through exam questions and quick quizzes to ensure understanding as you go. We also run drop-in sessions where you can drop in, ask a tutor anything live, get the answer that you need, and leave. These are included in our silver and gold membership. This means that for an extra £10 a month, you can access at least 12 hours of lessons a month. That's under £1 an hour, which is incredibly cheap. Still not convinced? Try us completely free for 7 days and cancel anytime, completely free of charge. We offer this because we're convinced that you'll love us. So try us now.